Hello, hello Stampin' friends. It's Julia Mazur with Simply She Stamps, and it's Monday night, 7:15, maybe 7:16, and I'm here for Monday Night Live. And I'm going to show you the Blossom Wishes kit. This is part of our kit collection, and they're slimline cards, so they're long and skinny. I'm not the hugest fan of slimline cards, so I wanted to make some alternate cards as our normal, typical size card, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So these were really fun to make and really easy to make with the elements that are in this kit. And I just added a couple sentiments. So this Blossoms kit is a card kit, but there's no stamping, so that's actually called, I think, a crafting kit. There's 2 different kinds. Actually, we have 3 different kinds of kits. We have a subscription program with Paper Pumpkin, and then card kits with stamps, and then other kits that could be card kits that there are no stamps. So it all comes in this little box, and the adhesive is in there, and these full color instructions, which is so great. And there's even a little ruler if you ever need to cut ribbon or twine. There's no ribbon or twine in these today. So I opened up my kit, and I have the card bases. They are textured. I don't know if you can tell on the video here. And I do have my computer next to me, so if you are watching live and you have a question, please feel free to put it in the comments, and hopefully I'll be able to see it. I'm still struggling to see the comments while I'm doing this. So if I don't catch your comment in the live, then I will definitely respond to it later on, or if you are doing the replay. Okay, so there's 2 sizes cards, and so the card base is basic white, and it has that texture, so it's already dry embossed for you. And there's texture on these elements too. There's some what looks like stitching, but it's not. It's kind of laser cut. And I do love the circles in there. And we have our branches and leaves, which is Orchid. I keep calling it Orchid Opulence. It's not Orchid Opulence. That's telling you how long I've been doing this. Orchid Oasis and Starry Sky. And we have pears and apples. And they're Sweet Sorbet and Petal Pink and Wild Wheat. That's one of our new colors. And I think that's Lemon Lolly, which, is the same color as a Post-it note. Anyhow, so we have die cuts. These just pop out. They're already die cut for you. And I think I need 2 apples. So I'll put those on the side. And in our kit, we also have dimensionals and glue dots. So you don't even need adhesive. Like I said, this is all inclusive. And then these are little vellum flowers. They're little blossoms, so you can put those on. And then we have our tags. I need a You Matter, and they come in German, French, and I believe that's Dutch. I believe that's German. I could be wrong. I know that's French. I know that's English. And if you don't need them in German or French or Dutch, you can flip them over and use the back side. And that's what I did. Maybe you have some language teachers. If you have kids in school, you can always make them a card with the other languages. Okay, so I believe I have all of my elements, and it comes with envelopes, these beautiful Orchid Oasis envelopes. All right, move that out of the way and put that up there. And I'm going to start with the small one first. Set this over here. This actually would be great for if you needed to send a gift, as in a check to someone. To great size. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, and it shows you everything that you need for your 2 cards. So I know I need this base and the Sweet Sorbet piece, and then I need 1 of the large branches. So that's this, and then the pears and the You Matter. Okay, I'll do that later. Okay, And so I'm making the pear card. There are my instructions. What I really like about this is that it tells me exactly where to place the dimensionals and the glue dots. So that's important for when we're putting our branch on, because we need these glue dots to hit the pear when we put that down. So I'm going to take the dimensionals that come with this. I seem to have a lot of these from kits over the years. These are actually a little bit thicker than our typical dimensionals that we have in our catalog. Let's see, and you just peel the back off. You know, the little tip that I've learned, take my U-pick tool, you can just pop that in there and it'll pull off the backing if you have trouble getting the backings off. Okay, so my card's gonna open up from the left. I'm going to place this down so I have a nice frame all around. It's a little lopsided. I have a tendency to do that when I'm on camera, or I don't know, it might be my glasses. Okay, so there we go. And then my pears, I have 3 dimensionals that I need to put on, so I'm going to flip that over so I can see that. Am I on camera here? I gotta make sure that you can see that. It's helpful. And then, you know, sometimes you're like, how many dimensionals do I need? What's enough? Is that too many? So that's what's nice with these the diagrams. And then I'm just gonna kind of see that little splotch, put my pear there, kind of angle it, and make sure my pear is on the card, because if it goes off here, it won't fit into my envelope. And then I'm going to use my glue dots, and I'm definitely going to use my U-pick tool. I'm going to lay that down. See, it's laser cut, you can see on the back there. And I'm going to grab a glue dot and put it there. Put another one right there. And the third one goes here. And you'll see why you don't want to cover that whole thing. Okay, and then you can use your U-pick tool to kind of pop those off. All right, let's see here. And I just love this color combination. That's why I was just so drawn to this kit. And I'm gonna line up the edge of the branch with the edge of the sweet sorbet element there, but I wanna make sure my leaves here are still on the card base. Bring that down a little bit. There we go. And then that's a little, so we don't want to put glue dots up on here, because then that's just going to stick on our card and it's going to look a little strange. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the back of my label here. And I love this because it's has a little shiny, it's embossed there with some shine, which is nice. And I do love the white on dark cardstock. And in order to get that with your stamps, you need to emboss. And you know, embossing is a little bit messy. You know, I do love the look. Let's see here. But this is a whole lot easier. Okay, and this is gonna go over. Put it down there. There we go. You matter. And then, I don't know if you can see, there's the little blossoms. And those are vellum. I've discovered that I liked to flip the sheet over, and I'm gonna put the glue dots on while they're down here. And they have given you enough in this kit to put an odd number. Are there different sizes? There are different sizes. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that because I didn't read the instructions fully. So the pear card is telling me I need 2 little ones and 3 big ones. Oh, that's why. That makes sense, because I was putting my blossoms on and I was like, they look kind of strange having 2 of them close to each other like that. Well, they're different sizes, and that's how they make it look a little bit better. Okay, whoops. Lost that one. I'll just grab another glue dot. That was a little baby one. Yep. Okay. And then it'll tell me where to place them on my instructions here. And I'll flip these over and just peeling these off the backing, so the glue dot stays on the vellum. I am just pulling off the backing. Okay, and this totally makes sense now. I'm gonna do a big one here and a little one next to it. And then we're gonna put a big one right here and a big one there and the little one kind of on top of it next to it. Okay, it totally makes sense now. It looks a lot better having the two different sizes. So that's the You Matter card, and it fits so nicely in this beautiful envelope. You can even, if you're going to make full-size cards, regular size cards, you can even pull this envelope apart to use as paper. And then there we go. And I believe you can mail these. They're kind of like, you know, a check size. And these are nice and flat that you can, I'm sure there's no problem mailing them. You know, sometimes when your card's a little bit bulky, you have to have some extra postage. Sometimes it depends on where you're mailing it from. Okay, so I need 2 of those. The happy birthday. Let me grab check out my computer to see if there's any questions. Now, I do love kits because, you know, if you get busy with life and you just want some downtime, it's nice to have these kits so then you can create, but you don't really have to be creative. You don't have to have that energy, like, oh my gosh, I need to come up with an idea. Nope, the idea is already here. And then sometimes those creative juices get flowing, and then you end up making your own take. Okay, so I have my card base, and I'm going to put the wild wheat on top of that. If you were concerned about how bulky these get, you could even not use the dimensionals. You could just use the glue dots and stick it on. Okay, and then I'm going to take my apples. I love apple season, so I can't wait to send this card out, and I will probably save some to make a scrapbook page. That's what I typically do with the paper pumpkin kits and other kits. We go apple picking every year, but my kids are not around, so we haven't been apple picking the past couple years, just driving to the orchards and getting the pre-picked. But that's okay, they're still delicious. Okay, and then here is my happy birthday. I'm gonna punch those out, and it has this nice shine to it because it's been embossed. Beautiful. And I'm going to follow my directions here. And let's see, it says there, this is kind of big. There we go. It'll be okay. All right. So again, this is the kind of thing where you're just following the instructions. You can chat away. Oh, see, this is why you want to be careful where you put them. If I had put that on the B, then it wouldn't have laid so nicely. So that's why I really like how they show you exactly where to put the adhesive. Okay, here are my branches. There's this one, and I think I don't have the right ones. No, there we go. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and there. Another glue dot on the other branch there, and it looks like right there. So I thought it was interesting how they didn't have the glue dots all over the branch, and that is why. My computer keeps kind of hibernating, so if you're asking comments and I'm not replying, so sorry. Okay, and these are gonna just kind of shimmy under. Hopefully you can also just cut it. I think I'm gonna have to cut it because, well, I don't want to cut it. My dimensional is kind of in the way right there. I'm just gonna pull that up. And I do love how these go underneath and are hidden behind the circles. And that one's going to go there. Again, that's okay. Just don't press so hard, and you can, your dimensionals can kind of pop up easy to get your branches down. There we go. All right, and then just add some of our blossoms. You kind of understand how this is going now. I'm going to do 2 and a little one. Let's go like this, and then I will probably just, you don't need to watch me put all the blossoms on. But again, this is a great thing to do when you just need a little bit of creative time. Hence, that's why I'm having a little kit together this Wednesday, in case you need just a night out down in Wakanda at JJ Twigs. If you're in the northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin area, you should come on by. I kind of ripped that off there. I'm just going to cut that off. That one's going to go up there. Okay, so that's how they are made together. So it's real nice that you have these beautiful cards, some beautiful envelopes. Got lots of space. Oh, this would be good that I could send to someone and just write a nice long message. All right, so there are the cards that come with the kit, all done with their envelopes. And here are my 2 alternates. I used the back of the tag to stamp a greeting from the So Sincere stamp set. This is in our mini catalog. I stamped that in the Orchid Oasis and added some twine there. I trimmed down this card element to make that focal point. And here I did have to trim this down because this is like 6 inches. So I trimmed the top and the bottom and trimmed this card front in half and used half on this card, and then the back piece I cut and made the layer for this card. And then I cut down one of the tags so I could stamp on the white and then have the other tag kind of frame around it. And this is, I did stamp in Starry Sky, but you could very well stamp in the Orchid Oasis. And this is the coordinating Orchid Oasis metallic woven ribbon. So I was happy to have a little bit of sparkle on this one. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to make the Blossom Wishes cards in the kit collection. Let's see here. And some alternates. And I'd like to invite you to kit with me on Wednesday night if you're in the area in person. You can find that information on my calendar, which is on my website right here, and also on my blog spot. I have a post too that tells you about it. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I hope to see you next Monday night. Have a good week. Bye-bye.